All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, there's Joel. Okay, I was frustrated because I had Joel, and then I lost him, and now he's back. Joel, do I have you back with me?
Yeah, Spencer, you better dial up Mitch here too, and let him know be on standby here.
Okay, here's the issue. Joel's awaiting a Comcast tech to come out to his house.
He's here.
Oh boy!
And he disconnected me. And did you know that my phone had a hotspot on it?
I did. Did you know that is the question? Did you know that? Oh, wait, Joel.
Yeah, it's not a very good connection here. But you know what? I don't think it has anything to do with my computer. So
no, Joel, let's power through.
Let's go.
We're gonna power through. Bring up your charts if you can. Same thing, different day. S&P's all-time highs, NASDAQ all-time high. Russell is now how many days is that in a row with the Russell? 1, 2, 3, 4 up days in a row. Russell's looking okay. And every major index in the green. Most sectors, basically every sector in the green except for healthcare today, which is in the red thanks in part to stocks like Pfizer. There are your charts. What do we got going on here today?
All right, same story, different day, same story. Couldn't take out the pre-market low. Just hung around on closing this morning, and then we caught a bid, knocking on the door of 4,500. It's just a number. That's all there is. No resistance up here. We're 2 points away from that. Up 12.5 handles, 44.95. Crude, big range in crude. We traded down to 66.92. Now we're green on the session by 89 cents to 68.43. Gold not having a great day, down 15.50 at 17.93. Silver in the red by 3 cents at 23.86. Bitcoin $1,800 off the low. That's up 610 at 48.820. Ethereum futures, they're in the green too, just barely $11. 3229.75.
Joel, I heard from a source, and I won't disclose my source, you got down and dirty in Penn today.
I did. And this oldest relationship and pairs trading, I think the stuff is wearing off on me. And what I did, I've just been watching this DraftKings. I've been watching it go up. I've been watching Penn. I've been watching these stocks. And then what I had a level in Penn. We've been talking about that $74 level, right?
We have
it just looked like it wanted to clear 74. So right when it was there, boom, I went in. I'm riding it. I don't know. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm going to try and hold this one for a couple days or maybe a week and a half. But I caught it, and it was just, the sympathy trade. Do you know at one point 4 days ago, since earnings, DraftKings was flat, right? Since earnings, DraftKings was flat and Penn was down 10% from that period. And now, boom, 21%. Penn is up now and DraftKings is up 16%. So a catch-up trade. And if you look at comparing the all-time highs, 142 versus 72, who knows how much this relationship can expand out. But it was just a catch-up trade. Penn was actually red for the month. As of last Thursday's close. So I'm learning from myself those relationships.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this. Mitch has been talking about this. They haven't really gone. We were waiting for them to go, and now all of a sudden, in the last 3, 4 days, they've gone. So sometimes,
Penn DraftKings is gone too, but just on a relative strength basis. I mean, Penn was a dog. It was right. Down on the month as of last Thursday. It was barely up for the month on Friday. So it's just a catch-up trade, just something we talk about relationship trading. We talk about Pistons trading. That's sometimes if you're too focused on one stock and one sector, look at another stock in the same sector, and it can give you some clues.
Okay, wait, here's one. Easy Mike mentioned it. Let's go to Olo, because this is a stock I had never heard of before Saturday. And it turns out that I have a friend that works there, and I didn't even know it. And this company IPO'd back in, was it April or March? I think it was March, yeah. And they they build like the online ordering software for companies like Shake Shack. He was telling me all about it. I was amazed. I had never heard of. He said, "Yeah, we IPO'd in March." I said, "I never heard of you guys." So Olo, great day today, up 16%. And we're gonna get the CEO on. I figure, what's the point of having friends if they can't hook you up with it
Oh yeah.
with the CEO of their company for interviews? So, yeah, OLO, Easy Mike, very nice day today. Well, do you have any thoughts
Why
on
why didn't they why didn't they just ask why didn't they just ask for the why
YOLO?
and
Well,
make it YOLO?
the name of the company is
Yeah.
actually Olo. So,
Okay. Okay. All right. No problem. What do you want me to say about this chart, Easy Mike? I mean, all I'll say, Easy Mike, is what do we hit here? 44.89. You hit 44.91. Not showing any signs of a reversal here. Last time he did get up to that elevated level, you saw what happened, but feeling different this time. Big run, 11-point move. But you know what happens when stock, make new all-time highs for the first time. No resistance, no pain, no sellers. We'll see
yeah.
what happens.
Okay, Joel, yesterday we were talking about AMC and GME. You said, I want to see them hold today, meaning yesterday. I want to see them hold today's
Yep.
close. Well, GameStop, it looks like, I'm sorry, AMC looks like it's going to hold that close from yesterday. GameStop is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
So,
You know what? I'll tell you though, with this AMC, I mean, these guys are you read it, guys, you Wall Street bet guys, are you guys getting technical on me? They're getting
mhm,
technical. They're listening to, they must have been in the professional trading webinar, and they're learning about double tops and triple tops. 48.20 was the high from yesterday. You get to 48.30, boom, you reverse. Double top in there. I don't know. Leaning on the lows of the session. So you read it, guys. You better get this thing over that, or I see downside. GME, got to get up on the what GME. Well, not a perfect double top. 225 from yesterday, 227 to today. So it's a higher price stock.
mhm.
If you were using that 225 as a level, you got a pretty good sell off there. Now sub 200 GameStop.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about WDC. We had ourselves a good old fashioned midday M&A rumor in Western Digital today. It was from the Wall Street Journal that reporting that Western Digital is in advanced talks to merge with, I guess, Kioxia. It's a Japanese semiconductor company. And it wasn't just WDC that moved off this. It was Micron that moved off this. Seagate STX moved off this. Western Digital was the primary mover, and it went up to almost 70 and then promptly came back down. But good old fashioned.
What do I tell you? What do I tell you about these kind of things, Spencer?
Let's see, you tell us a lot of things. You say where there's smoke, there's fire. You say, if they're talking about it, then basically,
Then
it's
you want it to happen,
yeah.
right? You don't want to be the guy that bought it at 69.99 waiting for a premium deal, right? So, if you get the announcement within a day or two, whatever, they built some premium. They actually at 70, they built $10 worth of premium in there, but you want to hear, you want to hear the deal. You don't want to be waiting around for the deal to be announced. If not, if things collapse, it comes back down to the $62 area, which doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. Then that was that's the point of origin where it blasted. Actually, it was right at 62, doing absolutely nothing. But if you bought it, you want to hear something after the close tomorrow. Boom, 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 soon.
Uh, here's one. Here's a stock that I saw this morning, Joel. I don't know if you noticed this, but Dave and Buster's Play. is having a really good day today, up 5%, and it broke through that double/triple top, whatever that I can't count. But
Oh, look at that. 4 tops there. Yep.
yeah,
Big day. You know what? This market, I mean, I don't know if anyone's worried about like the Delta variant. This market doesn't give you know what about this, the way
yeah,
this market's acting. Um, nice move for Dave and Buster's. You had to run up to 50. How it got back to pre-pandemic levels, I don't know. It did. It had the haircut. Um, monthly bottoms here. If you're longer term player, you're looking at monthly charts. 32 and a quarter from last month's low. That looked like a bad buy. When it went to 30.92, but now you're sitting pretty. So for those longer term trades, you gotta go into those Jar Jar all over the Jar Jar may be the most productive uh pre-market prep plus member or one of
yeah,
them. I don't want
yeah.
to hurt anyone's feelings. But we've been talking about this Johnson and Johnson. He's been working it from the short side. And got a little scared today. Was trading up in the pre-market. But Jar Jar was focusing on that close. That close is 75.39. He took a little bit of heat. It opened up right at 569, went to 590. We wanted it to take out 175. It did. There was a pair of lows at that area. So healthcare week. Way to go, Jar Jar.
Yeah, healthcare is the drug makers are weak today. Pfizer is leading the pack today. I thought Pfizer's down almost 2%, but Merck is
Big
down.
move. Big
Yeah,
move. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
how many Sigma channels was it out at 51 and a half, 52 bucks, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
I
it
mean, that
was
was
a
just Sigma
it,
channel beyond.
it was a once in a decade move for Pfizer. So, or
Yeah,
maybe I guess
hopefully
maybe
not.
if you discount COVID. But yeah, it was these kinds of moves. We know they're not sustainable. We know that $50 never made sense. So it's a question of where does it settle down right now. But anyway, what else was on my list here to
No,
talk about?
Darren, I did not go into the J. No, Darren's asking me. Sometimes the best moves you make or don't make are the best. And I
Oh
saw it
yeah,
at
Nordstrom.
32. Yeah, and I'm like, And you just look at the price reaction when it came down there. It gave you like a little head fake looking at the 15-minute brackets here, but it didn't give you long to realize like this doesn't want to get back over 32. When I talk about these levels, I want to see an immediate reaction. I want to see it hit 32 and bounce. Well, it hit 32 on that bracket about 9:45, and then that was actually the high of the bracket. So, no can do on that one, Darren. Thanks for asking. Also, I want to ask Jar Jar. I know he's active in Bank America. I alerted Jar Jar to the 42 and a quarter area. 3 highs here. 42 had struggled with Jar Jar. It did get through there. It did get to 42.45. I hope you weren't too mad at me. But now it's back below that level. Trying to close over 42, which would be good for Bank of America.
All About Fitness is asking about Snapchat. It seems like it's just sort of.
Spencer, is there a delay?
Is there a delay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it's just. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, there's
Thumbs
a
up.
little delay on my end. Yep, we're good.
Okay. Okay. Snapchat seems like it's stuck here to me.
It's me. It's me. I'm getting a delay. You aren't.
Right. So let's talk about Snapchat.
Snap undercut the earnings low. The post earnings low, coming back, stalling here a little bit. I'm gonna have to wait another day on this one. You went 70, you went over 80. Did you get to 81? Now 81 to 70, 11-point move, 5.5, 75.5 if you're 50% retracement. You got through it on Monday. You got through it on Tuesday. You didn't get through it today. I want to see this get up, hold 75, 75 bid, challenge 80, or we may just go roll over again and come back down to that $70 level.
Hey, we have a pretty big day on the earnings front in terms of software names today. We got, after the close, we've got Salesforce, we've got Snowflake, we've got Autodesk, we've got Box, and we've got NetApp. We've got 4 or 5 interesting. Oh, and I've got Splunk, SPLK. So we got a number of big software names reporting after the close today. I was looking at Snowflake this morning, Joel. It had been a while since I looked at it. I kind of lost track. I was pleasantly surprised to see it all the way up. Now we've gone up $100 in the last 3 months in Snowflake.
Yeah, and I don't know. I wish I would have put that line in there when I actually put that 50% retracement in there. Well, you're trading 285. I mean, if you get a good report, 310 area of interest. But that could be a target for a lot of people. And the reason I give you these 50% on big moves on this is because you have all different time frames of traders out there and investors. And so they're people that are just picking this up between 200 and 250. Their target's 310. They don't care what happens after that. So I just give you those intermediate targets just, for the first time that it comes up to that area. Man, I don't know why it spiked under 250 the other. This one's too wild for me. If you're taking that,
What?
if you're looking,
Too wild.
yeah. Well, I mean, why did it go down to 250 the other day? 249, 247.88.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good question. What was that?
That was Thursday. What happened on Thursday?
Yeah, I remember. What was it last week? Going back. I don't know. Nothing snow specific. It was just maybe a general software thing.
Okay, maybe one big seller, someone puking it out ahead of earnings. So, but yeah, that's it. The tough chart, pass.
Okie dokie. You know what? You know who reports tomorrow? Peloton, Joel. PTON. We haven't actually been talking about this that much anymore. I know we talked about it like maybe yesterday or Friday or Thursday or one of those days, but we actually have some real news coming out of Peloton tomorrow. So this should be interesting.
You know what? To be honest, I don't think this stock's ever going back to that old time high. It's just the way I feel.
Okay.
I own it. Full disclosure, not selling it. It was just a perfect storm, the pandemic. Yeah. So are they going to be a workout company? Is that what people are going to do? I don't know. I would love to walk away from it. Tried several times to bring it up at investment committee meetings, and no. So that's just the way I feel about it. We'll see what happens. Good report for the most part. It had the big break. It's just been chopping between 100 and 130. If you redefine that range, it's 105 to 120. So, range trading. I am kind of surprised that the analyst moves yesterday were like, there were no great shakes. They maintained their buy. A couple of them lowered their price target. I didn't think it was anything to get all happy about. And, it had a big move. And then you got the continuation move today, 10 points in 2 days. It kind of reminds me of the way Nordstrom went into the report, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it does. Who was it in chat that was talking about Tattooed Chef? Was it Monday or Friday? I don't remember what day it was. I don't remember who brought it up either, but one of y'all brought Tattooed Chef up, and it's up again today, another 7% almost. So hat tip to you for TTCF, because this one, again, a lot of these SPACs
Reddit
are. Oh, is that what this is?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just looking at the spikes on it. You filled the gap and then some. You got your daily highs to contend with. Big move, 16 to 20 and a half. I would just keep an eye on these 3 highs in ascending order. The highest is those highs, 2186, 2149, and then 2085. Current high, 2050. Still pressing, though. Still pressing into those levels. Above 22. Full-blown breakout here, but could, the first 16 to 20 and a half, the 4.5, first 4.5 points have been pretty easy. I don't know if the next point and a half to 22 is going to be quite as easy.
Someone just asked if Tattooed Chef is a short squeeze. Who can say? The short interest, I'll tell you, is 25, about 25%, which is not like, it's not low. That's not like astronomical high or anything, but it's certainly not low. It's certainly significant. It's worth noting. The float's 47 million shares, so it's again not a large float, but maybe not the easiest stock. Certainly not the lowest float out there, but definitely towards the low end of the spectrum for sure. So I don't know. I really don't know for sure what this is, but TTCF.
They're tough stocks, man. And I think that with I was on with Neil the other day. I mean, he's got people are throwing stocks at me, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, I have no idea what these stocks are going to do, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they're easier. I mean, you caught a 4-day trend here. That's good. If you would have been looking at this thing when it, got up to 22 before holding the bet, I mean, tough. I mean, it's on a 4-day trend and look at the time frames. But these things are lower price, extremely volatile. If you can control your risk, then go get them.
Was it Andrew Garver? Was that you? He says he bought Tattooed Chef at 17. So nice trade, Andrew. Tell us when you sell, and then we will turn around and short it together. But let's go to.
He was the one that he was the one that gave us Tupperware. I think he walked Tupperware all the way up. Remember?
Tupperware doing? Yeah. Remember? How is that top doing? Yeah, that was fun when Tupperware was up near 40. That was fun. Actually,
was it near? A perfect stay-at-home stock, right?
Yeah. That was fun. Tupperware. It was the other one. It was Tupperware. There's one more too. There's Tupperware, and there was I'm forgetting now. Whatever. Moving on. It's 3:55. We got 5 minutes left in today's session. If you have a ticker in the chat, drop it in there. We will take a look for you. And then real quick, just because there's a question in the chat about how to make the y-axis on your TradeStation bigger. There's an appearances setting that you can do. You go, it's on the top bar. I think it's format, right? I believe. I think it's format. Okay. I haven't done this in a couple. Well, what Joel's done it already. No, it's not format. It's probably maybe view.
Don't you have to do it on the chart?
Maybe try right click. Yeah, you probably have to right click on the chart. Just right click on the chart, and then whoever asked about that. Yeah, right click, and then price access is probably where you want to go, and there are ways to make.
There could be an accident. This could be an absolute disaster. I'm not. Don't do
it now. He was asking for himself. I think.
Okay.
And then also, everyone asking about Saturday. The recording is available to those who attended.
Correct.
Right, not to those who did not.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. Okay. And for those of you that attended, whether you were on Zoom or YouTube, you will. I know Zoom expires on Saturday. I'm well aware of that. I wasn't quite aware of that when I put the webinar on there, but I'm aware of it now. So the people that were on Zoom, you will be receiving a recording that you will be able to keep.
There we go.
Right. There you go. For informational purposes only.
Okay. Couple of tickers in the chat. What about, Dick's today. Dick's did have a good day. We talked about.
Oh, man. Let me guess. Okay. I'm going to just throw out a number here, and I'm going to say 136.77.
Not that far off.
No, you're not
that far off.
Yeah, but it took out, it took out the pre-market high. You'll see the change in color here. I mean, the only way you're going to catch something like this and catch a good no, Wayne, we are not selling the recording. Next time, Wayne, sign up for the event and we'll decide if you get the recording. The only way something like Dick's is that you got to just scale up, with your size to get out. Now we'll be keeping an eye on the earnings day low. We have some good reference points. Who knows? That's a big. I didn't do that. Look at this. The gap after earnings here. Let's see how it reacts. This was the gap up the earnings, and you thought it was really going, and it came back and undercut the earnings low here, and then consolidation broke out. Another consolidation broke out. Don't know if it's going to repeat that price action the same time, but we have reference points on how this reacted.
Uh-oh. Anyone? Sounds like we just may have lost Joel. No, wait.
Nope.
Wait, did we lose you? No, we don't. We got him back. All right, we got him. There was a glitch in the matrix, but we got Joel back just in time for the close. There's a minute and a half left in today's session, everyone. All right, tickers from the chat. Back to the chat we go. Dix, we just talked about. Did we talk about Sonos? SONO? We've looked at that one semi-recently. All right, it's above 40. Cool. SONO.
Yes.
Joel, thoughts on all-time high is 44. We're at 41 right now. Almost got to 42 today.
Okay, let's wrap it up with this. My my hotspot is cooling off here. You want to see it get back up and test that 42.57 all-time high. What you do today? 41.99. You got to sell it in the 42 handle, right? So what else can I say? There's some resistance there. Posting a new all-time closing high for sure, maybe for sure 41.34. This day you didn't close as strong, so that's your key number tomorrow. Wherever we close today, and then you have a sell zone from 41.99 up to 42.57.
All right, big winner of the day has been your banks. It is your leading sector, up 1.25%. Thank you very much to the 10-year for that. Big loser today has been healthcare. We talked about Pfizer leading the way downward. Healthcare down 0.25% today, but every index still going to be in the in the green for the day as we make new all-time highs in the S&P and the NASDAQ. And there's our bell. We're closed. Look at that. Joel, get the internet fixed. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See ya.
All right. Before I hop off, let's just do our last crypto update of the day. This morning we did one of these, and the heat map was mostly red. Now, look at that. We got some green on the screen. You'll love to see it. Bitcoin up for the day. Ethereum up for the day. Binance Coin was always up. So I guess good to see it's still up. Looking at the charts a little bit more in depth. Let's get some candlestick charts up. Let's not look at the. There we go. It's a little better. Call me when we're above 50, and can stay above 50 for a day. Okay. Other than that, I'm not. Until that happens, I'm not interested. I want to see 50. Psychological. It's huge, right? Ethereum. What is that chart? Same story. It's just it's boring, guys, right? These markets are boring the last couple of days. You can't say that very often about crypto, but I don't know. There are always high flyers, right? Let's go look at the biggest gainers today. Never heard of Ravane, up 31%. Big loser, Avalanche. Again? Avalanche? Let's take a look-see. Wow. Yeah, okay. Avalanche was I'm pretty sure it was one of the biggest losers on that day as well, but it's been ripping higher here. So, all right. Hoping for an inside. If you're bullish Avalanche, you want to see an inside day, right? I.e., hold yesterday's close or low for that matter. That's what this is. So, ooh. Huh. Let's zoom out more on Avalanche. Oh, this is interesting. Let's go back to, what is that? February, March? Well, what was the high from then? The high was 60. And where are we at now? What was the high from yesterday? Call it 59. Just barely below it. All right. Interesting price memory at that level. Anyway, guys, the crypto update is brought to you by Voyager. Here's the steps to get $50 in free Bitcoin. Step 1, download the Voyager app. Step 2, create an account. Step 3, deposit $100. Step 4, use the code ZING, Z-I-N-G, and that will get you $50 in free Bitcoin on the Voyager platform. There's a link in the description to learn more about Voyager. Okay, I think we're done, guys. We have an interview right now that is airing. It was recorded on Friday by our cannabis team, and after that, we got a couple replays going and another webinar tonight at 6:05 Eastern Time. So until then, please remember all the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes and not for investing or trading advice. That's a wrap for me here today. I'm going to go home early and drink some tea and go to bed at like 7 o'clock tonight. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning.